Going up on a Tuesday. Been on TikTok the day they choose, and the rapture going up.
That's right. TikTok didn't you see the rapture stuff? Everybody thought today was going to be the rapture.
That's right.
Man, I didn't even know. I was calling around all morning, and I didn't know. I was talking to Rachel down there yesterday. She's like, if we're here tomorrow, I guess we're all sinners. I said, I know. Is it going to work like Santa Claus, where it starts out like on Tui Fui Island, just off the coast of Australia, and then like Santa Claus moves across the world? Is that how the rapture? I didn't know. It didn't work the way we thought. Thank God we didn't quit our jobs.
So who made this prediction?
There was a lot of people. It was everywhere. There were some serious people who thought this was happening, people that were leaving like their all their information for their family because they thought they were for sure going to go, and they didn't. So,
well, there's still 11 hours and
it was a
54
specific
minutes.
time at 12 o'clock Jerusalem time. It was all supposed to be on.
Okay.
And it didn't happen, so.
Yeah.
But we made it. So I knew Belle was going to be here. Oh.
That's hateful.
Rapture. Oh, my Lord.
Great song.
Phenomenal. Not a one-hit wonder, by the way.
No. Blondie, definitely not a one-hit wonder.
She's still doing it. I saw her on, where was she the other day? She was on stage a couple weeks ago. I mean, she might have been at Glastonbury or one of those things like Tea in the Park in England.
Yeah, well, she's still touring pretty regular. I mean, her and Chris Stein.
Yeah, because one of the guys, right, like the drummer, he just passed away.
Yeah.
So
does she still have her original band?
Most of them, yeah, right? Except for
the guitarist is, I don't know if they're married or not, but she's been dating the guitarist for like 40 years.
Wow.
Cool.
Rapture. Well, it happened. There were some people that were serious about this today. I'm talking serious.
Rapture update. As of right now, it's 12:30 a.m. Tuesday in Sydney, Australia. It's 2:30 a.m. in Auckland, New Zealand. People, what's going on over there? Tell us, is y'all raptured? Is it a rolling rapture like Santa Claus? Because, in some hours, it's going to be Wednesday. When it gets later in Tuesday, it's going to be Wednesday for y'all and Tuesday for us. Tell us, Aucklanders, Aussies, has it happened?
They can't. They've been raptured.
Yeah, nobody...
You can't send a text after you've been raptured?
No. Well, you just found out earlier, too. One of the ladies says, don't bring any of the clothes you thought because Jesus doesn't have eBay. So, it was just, it's so crazy how it was trending everywhere. Like, it really took off based on, I think, somebody in Africa, and then it exploded. And then the next thing it's, trending on everything that the rapture's coming. And I'm like, I don't know if I don't really think, because, and then there's always those people, like when I was a kid, I don't know about you guys, remember that guy that used to always buy billboards in like New York Times Square? And he would be, he would have when the end of the days are coming. And then it was like, I got to go back to the drawing board. My math didn't math right. Everybody's trying to predict.
His math never seemed to math right.
His math never math right. Ever. I know. See, so Keith says people that didn't know what day that was talking about predicted it. Nobody, you're not supposed to know. And if now, when it comes to the aliens, I got a story for you guys. Because we've got a person she's some sort of conduit between them, Ken. I'm telling you right now. She's speaking to him. And there's another one coming behind Three-Eye Atlas. But it might not be what you think. Oh, it's all happening. It is. It's all happening. It is. Now people are saying, Chad, it can happen the 23rd, 24th, or 25th. So, don't look at me, guys. I didn't say it, okay? Don't get mad at me. It's just so incredible, though.
Kill the messenger.
Oh, my Lord.
Social media, baby.
Oh, it is. People, and it is so incredible how fast it can just take off. Because it went from nowhere to all of a sudden it was rapture talk all over. And then it was on, the reels, and then it was just Facebook, and it was everywhere. And everybody's trying to predict it. And some people are really serious about it. Other people are just going, really? So Yeah. To be honest, I didn't know anybody predicted till this morning. Oh, you should have known. You got to get on the right thing. They were using Common Core math. Oh, my Lord. So Kimmel comes back tonight, kind of, sort of. What, 60 stations he's down? You know, I was reading it. So he has 200 people on his staff. And unlike Colbert, they don't get paid as much, but unlike Colbert, while they lose money, they make money off Kimmel himself. Disney does. Because they rope him into doing a whole bunch of stuff. So that $15 million he gets doesn't come with just doing your show. Apparently, they make money off of him doing a whole bunch of other things. Like the Disney stuff, hosting the Oscars, all of this stuff, they kind of round it into, you work for us as much as you have your show. So I won't be watching tonight. First of all, I would only watch it if it was on at 5:30 in the afternoon. What time did you go to bed last night, Ken?
I went to bed probably right before 9 o'clock.
Ooh, late for you. What about you, Bell?
Probably about 10, but I never really got to sleep.
Yeah. So I went to bed about 10:45, stayed up, watched the football game, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a good night's sleep. This is it. I got everything planned, got everything knocked out. I already got a bunch of stuff. 1:45, wide awake, just sitting there, just going, I'm getting up. What am I doing? It's funny because Chris goes, because I'm like, how you feeling? He's like, I got 6 hours of sleep. I said, oh, that's good. I love 6 hours of sleep. He goes, yeah, it's not a lot. And I said, I take that every day. That's like a week for me. I mean, he's like, really? I said, dude, there's days I don't sleep. And I mean, I don't. There was a couple days last week. I think I went out of 3 days, 4 days. I maybe slept twice for a few hours. So bizarre. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because I take Tylenol. I don't know. Did you get the Tylenol joke? Because the whole autism thing? What'd you think? Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, you know, here's the thing with something like this. I was reading an article the other day about this guy who, it was a shark attack, actually. And they gave him aspirin, and he was allergic to aspirin. And that's what it caused him to eventually end up losing parts of his limbs. It had nothing to do with the shark attack. And he was in a coma for a long time because of it. If you give enough people enough stuff, you're going to find out there's going to be people allergic to all. There are people who are allergic to water. How weird is that?
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, that would be.
Water's in everything.
Yeah, your water. So it's this weird situation where we would love to find out what it is, and we would love to find out a way to reverse it, especially for nonverbal. You know, because I mean, I'm living it. My 17-year-old, she's verbal and she's high functioning, but you know, she's not. There is nothing I wouldn't want to, and at this point too, I wouldn't want to take, because she's a brilliant artist and she has all this stuff that she's incredible with. I wouldn't want to take that away from her, but you know, she's got it. You would take 2 seconds with her and go, oh yeah, she's got it. Something. And the people that are nonverbal, I would like to see what some of this stuff is about. But once again, because Trump's doing it, it becomes political, which sucks. And because of, RFK Jr., it's also part of it. So you won't know. I'm sure there's probably 40 different things, and I'm sure genetics plays a huge role in a lot of this. And sometimes brains are just, rewired. This may be the future. This may be, maybe aliens. Like I watched that movie, was it Predator? The last Predator movie? And it was the kids with autism. They knew how to work all the stuff. And they were like, this is the future is these kids get it when we don't. Who knows? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, and I said to Bell, is Tylenol the new Roundup? Is this going to be the lawsuit you're going to get every day?
Yeah, there'll be
commercials.
Commercials everywhere telling you to call a lawyer and who can get you a settlement.
I have every fourth or fifth little ad that I get on, whether I'm flipping through TikTok or whatever, it says, "Hey, did you guys hear? There's $800 gazillion for Roundup. So if you used Roundup and when you were, you can get this." What was the other thing? What's the base? Camp Lejeune. right? That's that. And I feel like Tylenol is going to be that new thing where there's going to be those commercials are going to be on 24/7 talking about, did you take it? I want to come to, could it be vaccines? I think it's a possibility that there are some reactions to it. My wife swears that Finn, our oldest one, that everything, her demeanor changed within a day of getting vaccines. With my little brothers and sisters, it's so hard to tell with my sister because Tylenol was not the issue. The crack was, but not Tylenol. And the alcohol and stuff like that. None of the other stuff was. So it's hard to tell, because you can point to, and this is the problem too, is you don't have these control groups where everybody's the exact same. The genetics are the exact same. The environment's the exact same. It's sterile and perfection. That's why in these, like the two of the bigger groups they looked at with Tylenol were European groups. And they did it with siblings and based it on that. And they found virtually no correlation between Tylenol and whatnot. But you can't have that. That's what you need, is that perfection to get a real idea of whether or not this is something you're going to go with. But the fact that they want to get to the bottom of it, I think is awesome. I do. I think it's now. Will they? I don't know. Maybe AI will be a big part of that. I think AI is doing a bunch of stuff that is just so crazy when it comes to the medical world. What's the new thing now? They reversed the age of a monkey, and you could see it looking way younger.
I'm telling you, dude, Rod Serling, who did Twilight Zone, he was ahead of his time. All this stuff is they're like Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming real.
Yeah, it's creepy, huh? Right? Like, it's like, well, they always joke about this, The Simpsons or Family or any of these. Like, they were goofing around the other day. I was watching a Family Guy, and it was one where they had Bruce Jenner comes out for the troops, and he's got a boa, and he's like, hey, fellas. And it was like 10 years before he did it. They're like, oh, she looks divine. You never know, but Rod Sterling's right, man. Some of that stuff, woo-wee. A lot of stuff to get to today. It is Hot Take Tuesday. We got your hot takes for you. And remember, your hot takes are this. We don't do politics. Anything but politics. You can do sports. You can do entertainment. You can do any of that stuff. Hot Take Tuesday is something crazy. My first one was the Beatles. I said I thought they're very average. And my second one was it the Godfather? I thought the Godfather was boring. The movie that's on Paramount Plus, the show about the making of the Godfather, is far more entertaining than the actual Godfather itself. So if you have a chance, check that out. So it's Hot Take Tuesday, bunch of other good stuff. Trump at the UN was Trumpian, right? This is why Trump just looks right at him and says, you guys are useless, which is true. Talk about that, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
30.
That right there is putting it to detective work. I tell you that right now.
Whew, I'm telling you, they're saying this was a big operation.
All because of one fentanyl overdose.
Yeah, that led to a 2-year investigation, and now today they're announcing 33 indictments and warrants out for 6 more people.
Ooh, man, that is crazy indeed. Hot Take Tuesday. We do it every single Tuesday. We do our One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We're going to do Thankful Thursday, all this stuff. But Hot Take Tuesday is a take that is hot, spicy, but it's not political. It's not political. It's just something that you think, hey, you know what? I think the color blue is stupid. Whatever it is. Somebody just text in that they think, what's his name? Clint Eastwood really isn't all that. Was not really that cool. I can get by. I understand that. I think he was a much better director than he was an actor. No doubt about that. So, Hot Take Tuesday. All right,
that's a hot take.
That is a hot take. Let's start with you, my man, back there in the cheap seats. Hot take.
All right. Spiders get a bad reputation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
Simply because they look scary.
Yes, 100%. Spiders are totally needed.
I used to be terrified of spiders, and I still am. However, I've gotten to a point to where I don't like the smell of bug killer.
Oh.
So I've actually gotten brave enough to where I get my little ladder out on my patio, and I just pick up the little fellas and gals, and I just throw them over my fence.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So I'm not killing the spiders.
No.
I'm hoping they'll just go somewhere else and take care of pesky bugs.
I like that. So your hot take is spiders.
Spiders get a bad reputation.
Bad reputation. All right, Bell.
Peas, the food peas, is garbage, and it ruins any dish they're put into.
Not if you put ketchup on them.
No. I'm going to say this, man.
Any dish.
I love peas.
Well, you're gross.
You know what? That's your face. That's what I think of that. Your face. Ken Weaver would be a fantastic governor. That's not a hot take. He knows that. We're always having to stop him from running.
I'd be a terrible governor.
All right.
I'd be saying, I'm with you fellas.
What did you guys say? That's where we're going. Totally believe that. Goodness me. All right. My hot take. I've been thinking about this last couple days. I was like, should I do entertainment? Mm-hmm. And that was a big one. And then I was talking about, there was this one. At first I was going to go the Grateful Dead are the worst band outside of Phish in the history of music. But then I said no, because that's Pink Floyd. That's my hot take. Pink Floyd sucks. They're stupid. Their music's stupid. I've never liked them. I think The Wall was dumb. Ever. I've never liked Pink Floyd. And people who do, weird uncles. That's who like Pink Floyd.
Weird uncles.
Yeah. They're like, it's like Rush. People who love Rush. Weird uncles. Right? Like, the connoisseur, the music connoisseurs. Oh, dude, you used to understand. Neil Peart was the greatest.
Man, Roger Waters is just trying to free Palestine. That's all.
Yeah, he's nuts. I don't know what happened to him.
He is nuts.
There's a difference between, hey, you know what? I don't think we should kill all these people. And by the way, I'm going to wear a Nazi uniform up here to pretend like I'm Israel.
David Gilmour came out and said, I will never collaborate with him on anything ever.
Yeah. He went crazy. Somebody put peas in mashed potatoes. By the way, you could put cyanide in mashed potatoes, and you're like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Those things are. Spot on, says somebody about Bell and his hot take. Ooh, chicken noodle soup straight out of the can. Pop the top and drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink chicken noodle soup.
Oh, thank God. Somebody said, Chad's spot on as well. Yes, it's just a stupid... you know what it is? Sometimes with me, guys, it's the people who like them that make it even worse.
I was getting ready to say I love Pink Floyd.
But it's, you know what I mean? Those people that are like every day, it's like, oh, Floyd this or Rush that or Geddy Lee or Neil Peart.
Or yeah, they don't call him Pink Floyd. They just call him Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd. Oh. You know who you are, people. You are. It's the reason I don't like the Lakers anymore, because a Laker fan. I couldn't stand Laker fan. I'm like, I hate you guys. Right? And it was always like everything was like, if you sit there and you're like, I'm not a big fan, they're like, oh, it's because you don't get it. It's over your head. No, it's stupid. I don't need a 12-minute song with kids singing on it. Oh, well, a lot of people are. Oh, Jay says I'm out of my mind. Bob Dylan. Yeah, there's another one. Though, you know what? If you ask Bob would probably say the same thing. I wasn't very good. I was high. Oh, so we got Ken liking spiders. Bell hates peas because Bell's a communist. And we can all agree that Pink Floyd is awful.
I don't agree with that.
What's your favorite song?
Comfortably Numb.
What about you, Bell? You seem like you got the long hair. You seem like you like Rush.
Comfortably Numb and Run Like Hell.
I take Pink Floyd in small doses. I'm not a very big fan, but I do like, there are different songs I like.
I feel like everything was art, right? Like, but it wasn't. It was art for the sake of art. Like you watch Queen, it was rock opera, but it was for entertainment. I feel like a lot of times everything about Pink Floyd was about art, and you just don't get it. It's over your head. You probably don't get Rush either. No, I don't. No. Neil Peart. The only kind of Peart that's good is for your hair. I don't have any hair, so it doesn't matter.
I remember Peart.
Neil. Oh, God.
That's not actually how it's pronounced.
Peart.
Peart. Yeah.
I know, but we're just messing with you, dude. Just get over it. God, you're one of those people. One of your weird uncles in the crowd. Talking about how much you love Rush. Man, I love Rush. Tom Sawyer, I love Rush. What if they hate that song?
How can you hate the thing that blew you up?
Well, because you get to the point where, like, I remember watching Billy Joel said, I hate Piano Man. I've hated Piano Man for years.
Billy Joel said that?
Yeah, because he goes, no matter what I was doing, there's always 5 people in the front row going, sing Piano Man. And he goes, eventually I hated it. So there you go. There you go. There's our hot takes.
That's a hot take there, Brother Chad.
Oh, so hot.
I'm telling you, dude.
Fuego. Coming up, speaking of hot takes, Trump decided to take on the UN today. I think his monitor went out, so that's when this is when he gets real Trump, because he's not great at the monitor. And I always feel like he's a bit like you could type anything, he's going to read it. Where once he just went total.
Ron Burgundy.
He's so Ron Burgundy. And once the thing went out, he's just like, all right, let me tell you how I really feel. You guys suck. All of you suck. It's horrible. You guys want to get rid of cows. Stupid. You're stupid. Your country's stupid. I hate you. It was awesome. It was awesome. So much fun. Talk about that straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Ken, I was told I don't get it because you got to do a lot of drugs when you listen to Pink Floyd.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Well, if that's true, that puts you out of the running entirely.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, Brother Chad.
Yeah, that's probably not going to help me any.
No.
So, look, this is the way I look at it. If you have to be kind of high to listen to something, it's like if you have to explain the joke that many times, it's not funny.
Yeah, I like Pink Floyd completely sober.
Wow.
Always have.
That's
I don't necessarily believe that, but okay.
I have.
Sure.
I was listening to Pink Floyd in the 7th grade.
Whoa.
What do you think about that?
I just remember,
I was too young to buy pot.
like The Wall. That was it. Like, oh, no, because the story of they went to the little school. The school's doing a tour. If you guys know the story, the school was doing a tour, and they happened to be in the studio, and they're like, hey, could you sing some of this and have fun? And then there was a big lawsuit later on because the kids are like, hey, we're on this album that got really popular. All in all, it's just
another brick in the wall.
So.
Yeah, now, Roger Waters and David Gilmour, I'm telling you, man, I know they don't like each other, but together, man, I freaking love them.
There's something about them, and that's part of the thing, right? It's like, what's it, Hall & Oates. They can't stand each other again.
Right.
But there's something.
Sad.
There's something about, and I think it was a week or two ago, they sorted everything out, I think. But they're still not pals or anything. But there's something about them being together that it just works.
And it's the brand name now, too. Nobody wants to see Daryl Hall solo or John Oates solo.
No. Well, and Daryl Hall, I mean, the only thing you see him in now is was it Daryl's House on YouTube?
I love those.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. But you're not going to go, you don't want to go on, if he's not going to go on tour and you're not going to watch him sing anything new. It's like, dude, we want to see Hall & Oates.
It just won't, it would not be the same.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, for me, it's like no Steve Perry. I can't do it. I got to have Steve Perry in Journey.
Yeah.
I love Journey, and Jonathan Cain's a great songwriter, great keyboardist. Neil Schon, excellent guitarist. But just for me, you got to have Steve Perry.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess I'm just hearkening back to my, younger years. Whenever I didn't stress about anything.
It's just so weird. I mean, to think that you would have that much disdain for another human being that you would even go on stage with them at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's like, I'll stand way over here. That's so bizarre. Because you think you'd get over it by now.
It's what happens when you get money involved.
Yeah, no doubt. Like the Eagles. Remember the Eagles? It's like, all right, 2 of us are going to get paid, and the rest of you, we're going to give you a small salary. And a per diem.
The rest of you, thanks.
Somebody said, I did a lot of drugs, and I still don't like Pink Floyd. That's okay. So, pork and beans makes no sense. That is interesting, pork and beans.
Yeah, because the pork they give you in the can, that's a travesty.
Yeah.
It's a piece of fat.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay, but there needs to be more of it.
So, Chad, you shared your lack of musical appreciation equals his low intellectual comprehension of concepts. Thanks. Just blast juvenile nihilism via AC/DC and other corporate anthems. Oh, my goodness me. It's that is funny. Corporate anthem. Because AC/DC, they scream corporate. like Gilmore and them weren't corporate. Come on. They
sang about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did. They all sang about it while they're at Coachella or Burning Man. And you're like, hey, Burning Man, let's go over and check out the orgy tent brought to you by Microsoft. Oh, geez. Rolling Stones.
There was a tweet I saw one time from Rage Against the Machine. You know, they're all really big socialists.
Yeah.
And Tom Morello somebody had tweeted at him and said, you know, what's your favorite socialist anthem? And he fired back and goes, the next one you're going to write. And then I took a picture of a screenshot of the banner on the tweet, and it said all merchandise 50% off. It's like, yeah, that's real socialist.
Yes, it is socialist. You know what it is? When everybody, like when they talk about all these, like when Bernie's like, oh, I want to be like Scandinavia. Like that's all that is capitalism with higher taxes for the upper middle class and wealthy. That's it. They're not talking because they tried it. By the way, Sweden tried socialism in the 70s, early 80s. It bankrupted their country. They lost everything. That's the reason that everybody fled. You know, Volvo, everybody bounced, IKEA, because it was impossible. And everybody goes, okay, we can't do that again. So when everybody says they're socialist, they pretend they're socialist.
Plus, so many of these countries have farmed out their national defense to us.
Yeah, well, it's easy to be a socialist when your best doctor is an F-35. Always remember that. It's easy to have free health care and free college when you know Big Daddy's behind you. Right, Israel? Ooh, Chad. Speaking of that, earlier today, Trump and the United Nations, who was that comic that said, maybe it was Dennis Miller, said they couldn't break up a cookie fight at a Girl Scout convention. That's how bad the UN is. And I'm like, yeah, that's serious. That's how bad they are.
No more cows. We don't want cows anymore. I guess they want to kill all the cows. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion. Climate change, no matter what happens, you're involved in that. No more global warming, no more global cooling. All of these predictions made by the United Nations and many others, often for bad reasons, were wrong. They were made by stupid people that have cost their countries fortunes and given those same countries no chance for success. If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail. And I'm really good at predicting things, you know. They actually said during the campaign they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. The carbon footprint is a hoax made up by people with evil intentions, and they're heading down a path of total destruction. So all of these countries are working so hard on the carbon footprint, which is nonsense, by the way. It's nonsense.
It's nonsense. We should all have a little bit of confidence like he has. As I was telling Belle, I said, to walk into every room and to look around and go, I'm the best person here and all of you suck. And I'm better than everybody. Everybody could use a little bit of that confidence. And then maybe Trump needs a little bit of the humbleness. But so many people have no confidence. Like he's there today. You guys suck. I stop every war ever in the history of ever. I went back in time, stop wars. But he, you know, I mean, that's him. And he went after the UN. The UN is useless. It is. It's a place where they all come. It's a cake job. They make great money. They figure out how they can rob from everybody, mostly America and the wealthy countries. And the climate change thing, it's such a great scam because we tell all these emerging nations who have all of these things that we need to build our cars and our phones and oil. Hey, you don't want to do that. Let us give you some money and we'll come in and do it right. And you won't have to do a thing. Yeah, that'll be good. Because we don't want competition and we want to own it. That's such what we have done. Let's see what else he's got to say.
No president or prime minister, and for that matter, no other country has ever done anything close to that. And I did it in just 7 months. It's never happened before. There's never been anything like that. I'm very honored to have done it. It's too bad that I had to do these things instead of the United Nations doing them. And sadly, in all cases, the United Nations did not even try to help in any of them. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. But she's in great shape.
That's so funny. That's all I got from you guys. You did it on purpose. The deep state, they want us to trip. My wife's not going to trip. She's got a banging body, and you guys knew it. That is just, there's Trump right there in a nutshell. That's him. And, you know, when it comes to the United Nations, I have, just like the League of Nations, it's pretty much useless. Doesn't do anything. They sit around, they figure out how they can scam everybody. Everybody there gets wealthy. Remember the oil for, you know, food and how many women they ran? Man, you want to talk about, if you think the Super Bowl runs ladies, the UN, big time.
During this event.
Yeah, oh yeah.
General Assembly.
Goodness me. All these people coming in from all over. And then to top it all off, you got the guy from Syria here. If you don't know who he is, he used to run Al-Qaeda. Then he ran ISIS. And now he's the head of Syria. And we've got one of our guys who was pitted against him in the war on terror praising him today. I heard from so many veterans going, are you blanking kidding me? Really? It's nuts. But yeah, you're right, man. This time of year with this General Assembly, Trump probably thinks, man, do you imagine what I could do with all of this land here in downtown Manhattan? We just knock this thing over. I could put up towers. $1 trillion. Trillion.
Well, and when it comes to, you know, pollution, that sort of thing, I mean, China and India, they're not necessarily bending over backward either.
No.
I mean, it's like, it just seems like the U.S. is always targeted, but come on, man. China and India.
They are when they went and signed the Paris Climate Accords, the way that if you've ever looked at it, and unfortunately I have, the way it is worked is China and India will start to reduce their quote unquote carbon footprint, their output and everything, when they reach a certain level of which they've not reached yet. So they can continue to pollute all they want, and they won't do it anyways. No nation merging from or having to feed their people or keep their people cold or warm or whatever it is, depending how hot or cold it is ever going to go, well, I'm going to just do this because it's the best for the environment. I don't care how dare you say that. It's just never going to happen. It isn't. All right, coming up, a lot of stuff still to get to. It is Rapture Day. We got our hot takes as well. If you're missing the show, make sure you text at us your hot take, whatever it is. Remember, non-political. Keep it non-political. Okay? Just have fun with it. We did some fun stuff. My thing was Pink Floyd sucks and it's overrated and drives me crazy. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Happy Rapture Day. If you guys didn't get the memo, today was supposed to be Rapture Day, but somebody got the math wrong. Their math didn't math right. So we're not going. Then we got the aliens coming. Wait to hear this story next hour. She's awesome. Because that Atlas thing that's coming, man, that is getting weird. It's getting weird. That was it the 3-eye Atlas? I was waiting for Trump to bust that out today in the middle of the thing. Oh, and by the way, the aliens are coming. So what do you think of that, UN? What are you going to do now? Half of you are aliens. I know that. You would think that there would be aliens. And if there was aliens here, they would have to be part of the UN. What country do you think they'd be from? That's a big question. Are they lizard people?
No, those live in Nashville parks.
Oh, do they? Yeah, everybody's got a lizard people thing. What was it Burchett last week talking about? We keep looking in the skies, and they're not. They're coming from the ocean.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, they're like a squids, right? They talk about squids and octopus. There's something about them that is alien to what should be our planet. So maybe they're it. Oh.
Well,
I don't know, man, but they're coming.
They kind of look like spiders.
They do. Spiders, which was Ken's hot take. Spiders are good things.
They are.
Somebody said, what about the poisonous ones that kill you? There's not too many that can kill you. If you're gonna, even if you got bit and you got unless you're really old or really young, if you got bit by a black widow, you'd just be sick.
Yeah, like in the U.S., I think it's the black widow and in Oklahoma we call them fiddlebacks, but yeah, the brown recluse.
Yeah,
they can definitely do a number on you.
Yeah.
But now, like spiders in Australia, there's some spiders in Australia that'll kill you graveyard dead.
They've got the worst of the worst when it comes to, well, just about everything.
Yeah, they do. Man.
In the air, on the ground, doesn't matter. In the water, you're screwed. In a hotel, funnel back, watch out for it.
Yeah, the funnel
The funnel
spider.
web and what they call the redback. Better watch out for them. But that funnel web, it will get you. It will. It is Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.